Formal charges have now been filed against 62-year-old Mark W. Wybe of Hillsboro in connection to an attempted abduction last Sunday at the Hillsboro Subway restaurant. On this Thursday afternoon, no booking photo is available yet. An arrest warrant has been issued. At the time of his arrest, we were told he'd been taken for a mental evaluation. Wybe has been charged with 2 felonies of attempted kidnapping and felonious restraint, plus a misdemeanor charge of menacing. Here's what happened according to the affidavit of probable cause, a statement given by a deputy. Quote, on July 24th, I responded to Subway in Hillsboro after being contacted by Trail County Dispatch about a reported abduction at gunpoint outside the Subway in Hillsboro. I arrived at Casey's in Hillsboro, where the victim had retreated to after escaping from a male she described as being around 60 years of age, tall, over 6 feet, in jeans, a shirt, and cap. The victim stated that the male was carrying a dark jacket and had a gun. The victim described the handgun as having a longer barrel and not being black. The victim and I went over to the Hillsboro Subway, and I had the victim describe in more detail what had occurred. The victim had been working on the inside and outside of the Subway store. In the back parking lot, the victim stated an older white 2-door Ford pickup in good shape, not all rusty, pulled up next to her vehicle in the parking lot on the east side of Subway. The victim informed the male in the pickup that Subway was closed. The victim then walked around the north side of the building and started washing windows on the west side patio area. While washing windows, the victim said that she observed the white pickup through the windows. The victim stated that the pickup was then parked on the wrong side of the road on the north side of the Subway. The victim saw the male get out of the vehicle. The victim observed the male walking towards her. The victim stated the male was carrying a dark-colored jacket and had a blank stare in his eyes. The male started approaching, and the victim said how much. He then pulled a handgun out from under the coat he was carrying, pointed it at the victim, grabbed the victim, and started pulling her towards his vehicle. The victim resisted, ultimately got away from the man, and ran to Casey's for help and protection. Video was retrieved from the business building to the north of Subway. A captain went and spoke with the owners and retrieved that video from the office that sits just north of Subway. The officer sent the photo of the vehicle that had been outside of Subway. It had the same features as the pickup observed at Casey's that was driven by Mark Wybe earlier that morning. Those features included a bug guard in front of the vehicle, the running boards, the chrome feature on the lower part of the pickup, and silver-colored rails on the bed of the pickup. Wybe is a Trail County resident who lives on the outskirts of Hillsboro, and this officer knows him to drive such a vehicle and otherwise familiar with Wybe, generally as a Trail County resident. On the same morning as the above-described incident, another Trail County captain took a photo lineup to the victim. The victim identified number 4 as the individual she had encountered that morning. Number 4 was a photo of Mark Wybe. A handgun matching the description given by the victim was later found at Mr. Wybe's residence, unquote. That's from the criminal complaint, a statement by the deputy in this case. I'm Neil Carlson reporting for iNewZ.TV.